Alright guys, welcome back to another Division 2 build video. What I have for you guys today is a seriously fun build. I love playing with SMGs. As you guys know, I love the Hearbreaker set because it's new and it's giving us some build diversity. And what we're doing today is really not focusing on Hearbreaker, but more focusing on bleed and this chest piece, the Ridgeway's Pride. And the reason we're doing this is because obviously it gives us heals as we've got bleed, depending on the number of enemies. And of course, we're also playing with creeping death. So for PvE, this is actually quite useful. It really does help with sustained kind of healing, in addition to what you already get with the 4-piece blue Hearbreaker set. If you're not aware with it by now, you know, it kind of gives you both weapon and weapon damage as well as bonus armor. So you don't have to physically just rely on stacks all the time to get damage, because the bleed provides you with the sadist. The bleed provides your sadist to proc, and it also provides the creeping death to proc with enemies within 8 meters of each other, and of course within 15 meters of the chest piece. So let's just run through this. It's not optimized perfectly, but it works. I've got a fully optimized SMG with the sadist on it, and we've got this ACS-12 with sadist on it as well. It's primarily to hit the stacks with this guy, and then we hit the SMG. And the reason both of these work so well together, similar to my other Hearbreaker SMG build, is the Vector actually keeps the Hearbreaker stacks up quite well. And then you combine that with the damage that you get from sadist, the damage that you get from Hearbreaker, the additional armor you get from Hearbreaker, and the additional regen you get from the bleed. It's actually quite awesome. We're running I'm just running the Seeker Mine because it gives bleed, you know, so that's useful. You can also use the Hive, and I'm running drone at the moment, but I'll probably run Defender drone. So let's just talk about, this is the PvE side of things. Before we get into the PvP side of things, let's run through each build, each component in the build. So the SMG with sadist, this is what we got on there. Like I said, the ACS-12 with sadist on there as well. We've got a maxed out Hearbreaker headset with critical damage and critical damage. On the backpack, we've got creeping death, also reasonably optimized. And gloves, we've got 12% crit hit damage with armor. Armor with credit chance. Armor with credit damage. And on the chest piece, we've got Ridgeway, which is not optimized either. The point is, we've got 4 core blues, which is providing us with some decent armor, 1.5 million armor. So if we do get the 1% armor stack, it's 15,000 armor per tick. And then in addition to that, we've also got the bleed, which is what? This is 3%. So 1%. So we've got 15, we've got 45 plus 15 if both. So it's a 50k, it's 50,000 armor regen tick if this is maxed out, and we've got this as well. So it's actually quite interesting. This is not going to give us 100% because we don't have the backpack and the chest piece. So it might give us 50. So that 50k might actually, you know, only be, what is that? 15k. It's 1%. So it's, is it again? It's 50 stacks, so it's 1%. So 50% at 100 stacks. So we'll get 750k on a half, so it's 7.5. So you'll still get 7.5k per tick, and then you'll get the additional from the Ridgeway, which is quite useful. In terms of how it works, obviously let's show it off without any Hearbreaker stuff available. So this enemy, this purple guy, is the only one that's within 15 meters, even though the bleed's going to spread to everybody else, maybe to one to the left or one to the right behind it. But you'll see only, I think, 1 or 2 enemies are procced. I just can't bother to get all 4 of these up front because it would give you a 4 stack. But look at just automatically starts happening. As you can see, I've only got 2, and look at that regen. It's just beautiful, man. And that doesn't even include the stacks that you get from Hearbreaker. So when we do this, let's get on a named enemy on this guy, and on this, let's get someone closer by. Hopefully this works. I would love to get something close by. Probably that might work. Okay, so that guy's over there. Let's get this guy up. Let's get the stacks. Okay, we already have full stacks. That guy's bleeding as well, so we're getting that bleed. And this is where we are with the damage. So 325, roughly. With about 6 million DPS. Okay, so now we still take on the bonus armor. Look at that survivability already. Go back here. Still, obviously, they're not within 15 meters, so it's not working too well. But at least, you know, we are kind of like getting into it. There we go. That's 15 meters. Would have been nice if we could just get something more to the front here, but we can't. So that's kind of how it works, guys. So you've got the sustainability from the bleed, and at the same time, you've got Hearbreaker proccing as well. So how about I'll show you guys what I'll do for PvP, and then we'll jump into bit of a game and we'll showcase both of these builds. Right, so now at the moment we've got Creeping Death. What you can switch it for, and I would probably suggest you do that rather than Creeping Death, because even though this seems very plausible and a smart way of doing things, it's very unlikely that you're going to get, what is it, how many, it's very unlikely that you're going to get more than 2 to 3 enemies within 8 meters from each other in PvP, and in PvE it's not even the case. You maybe get 2 or 3, you know, so it's almost like you're never going to get to 5 unless you're like spawn trapping them or something. So for that, with that said, what works really well is adrenaline. So getting that extra 20% bonus armor, so it's almost like it's serving as the heal. So now you're not only getting the bonus armor, but you're also getting a heal from 1, because the Ridgeway is still going to give you heals from 1 bleeding enemy in addition to the 20% armor. This would probably be my go-to. Alternatively, if you're keen on a bit more damage, you want to play PvP, you can go for Wicked, which I really enjoy as well. It's a nice little situation, and if you equip this, you guys will see when you've got full stacks, you do quite a bit more damage. I'm not getting my stacks for some reason. Let me just re-pick something else. I don't think it's going to allow me. It's not. It's just so silly, man. Every time you make a change, it's not going to allow you to do anything. Okay, this is working good. Let's get all of our stacks up. So you're going up to 350. Which isn't bad at all. And the nice thing, even though you go with the bonus armor, it's not going to be a tremendous issue for you, because you'll still be shredding over 300k. So that's kind of what it's about, guys. So on PvE, play with, we're going to showcase this first. PvE, you know, with Creeping Death is quite fun. And then, of course, if you want to play PvP or even PvE, if you feel like you've got more single encounters, I would definitely go with the Adrenaline Rush, or I would go with Wicked, depending on how you go with it. I think I would, if I could choose, I would just run Adrenaline for everything, really. Just really helps. We'll showcase that now. So that's the build, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. If you're new, drop a sub and you enjoy the content. And let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys in the next one.
minutes to lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
Lockdown safety protocol.
Area secure. Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Good work accepting the protocol. You need to remove those controls to get the reactor back online. Nice. Almost done. I need you to destroy whatever the hell that thing is called. You'll need to run the secret.